Hi, it's Julie. Welcome to my channel. I am Scrappin' Happy. Quick flip through of a journal I made. It was a custom order and now I'm not so sure. So it may be in my shop, but not certain. So we'll see what we see, and that's okay. Whichever way it ends up is fine. It is 9.5 by 6.25. It's got this cute fluffy, yummy tassel on the side, just hooked on with you know, a ring. The cover is a placemat that I got at the Dollar Tree, and it's white with gold threads running through. It's real pretty. And the this is from my stash. In fact, I'm almost finished with this pretty fabric. I need to see. I've used it for, oh gosh, a couple of years, pieces here and there, and I love it. I need to find it again. So hopefully that won't be too hard. But the interesting thing about this is I cut it open on the end and I put the journal inside the placemat. So like this is on the outside, and then the lining is very sheer, and that's on the inside. So I put it in between just for something different. It's made out of a double layer of chipboard. I can't remember. I actually used packaging and a cereal box, I think, to make the actual journal. And almost 2 inches, just shy of 2 inches for the spine. It's got 3 signatures in, and this is something I haven't done in a couple of years. I just used stuff. I just used paper. I didn't use a kit. I didn't use any download. Some of the stuff is left over from downloads, you know, of the past, but most of it is just random things. And that was really fun. I haven't done that in ages. This is just some paper, like copy paper weight. I've had it for 15 years, 20, more than 20 years. Wow, closer to 25. Anyway, it came with, I got envelopes and the paper. I love it, and I still have quite a bit. So, and then I just added a little bit of fabric collage here. But I like the, so you can see through the sheer, but I just think it's so pretty. So it's different. And the inside of the journal is covered with one of these pages. I got this, it's a 2020 calendar, but I got it in January, so it was like 70% off. I can't remember what I paid, but it's absolutely gorgeous. And here's the pages for each month, and this, I guess June, you can see it's got dragonflies and butterflies, is the actual page I used to cover the inside of the book with. And you can see through it. It's pretty. I just thought that was neat. So, that's a brad. A dragonfly brad. So there's not a whole lot of really, I mean, it's just, like I said, leftover pieces, parts of things that were digital, but also not. I have several from this. This is a digital download in Dale McBay's shop. Not too shabby chic. I will link her. Her digitals are stunning, and there are several in here. Because I printed them up ages ago and then didn't want to use them because I wanted to keep them. Well, that's dumb. I'll just print them up again. But I'm working on, you know, getting rid of my stash. This is, you can't tell much. This is one of her downloads too. But I think it's smaller further back, and you'll be able to see it better. A couple of top flip things that can be, oh, you know, let's see. Tucks. Or not. But it's got a little pocket. When you see these, there's several of these. That's something I printed from JD, Willowbound. Real pretty collage paper. And I had printed it up and never used it because, again, I wanted to keep it. This is one of Dale's digital downloads, or part of it. Cut it up and made tags. I mean, the colors are amazing. And the back side of all the white pages, I've done stenciling. Here's part of one of her Dale's downloads. And then just some copy weight paper. It has the flower border around. It's got 3 signatures. I used one of those in each signature. I tried to make the signatures, if not the same, to have the same things in them, and then different orders or whatever. And this, well, I colored with watercolor pencils, and then just cut it out. So it's a little pocket. And then this also is a much smaller version of that. So I tried to use, I've actually gone in and gathered some little pieces, parts of things. Let me show you what I've done. Put them on a plate. And I try to make myself remember to go in here and get little, I mean, like, it's maybe silly, but there's a little piece. It's a wrapping to a some seam binding, or let's see, print trim, whatever that is. Seam binding, I think. And you know, it might be cool on something. There's little pieces of little tiny pieces of fabric, which that just happened because of this journal. But then I have this, but just little things I want to use and not forget that I have. And oh, I wanted to put one of those in there too. And then look at this. It's one more thing. This is adhesive fabric trim. But isn't that kind of neat? And I put it here so I would remember to use it, and of course I forgot to use it. But I do want to put one of these. It's a little magnet, I guess, bookmark. Okay. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to put it here. And then when I find a good page, I'm going to put it on there. Because I definitely wanted that in there. And then I've got these little circles. Just tiny circles I've hole punched. And then covered the ends of the strings. Side pocket. Just interesting papers. And here's the top half of one of Dale's digitals. And this is one of the things I had come across the other day and put on my little plate. I have several of them. Oh, here they are. Just in a little bag. So I just trying to keep them here and use these little things. And then this, I'm not sure what this really is. It's plastic and it's a mesh. You know what? It might be for gutters. Keep the leaves out. I'm not sure. But I've been cutting little pieces off and using it in my last couple of journals. So And here I've made a few altar paper clips. And then this is, it was an envelope, but it was a plastic, like a, not stiff plastic and not the packaging plastic, that thin, crispy, crunchy kind. It was a real thick plastic. I don't even have a piece I can show you. But it was an envelope shape, and I can't remember even what came in it. Maybe a stamp or something. But I covered it with, these are some leftovers from LD Bell's, I think grape roses or something like that. Absolutely one of my favorites from her whole shop. And I covered it. And then I did this too. There we go. This is when I first made it, I wasn't sure where I was going to put it. So it can be closed like that, because the plastic is too thick to just lay flat. But I decided to put it on the side of the page, so kind of didn't need that after all. And here's the top of one. I have a smaller version of it in here. You'll be able to see better, see the whole thing. Just some more pieces, parts that I've been working on cleaning up and decrapifying my craft room and finding all these really cool things that I've had and put places. Well, I'm trying to gather them all together so I can actually use them. And another thing that's in here quite a bit, I made some Franken Tags a couple, 3 months ago, and thought I would use them in here. This is from Dale's digitals. Here's a little bit. I know I'll come across it. I have a full, I know I have something where you can see the full page. There's a little fabric pocket on outside of a paper pocket. It's just kind of neat. It was so fun to just grab pages, JD, grab pages and put in there and not have to worry that things all went together. Because when nothing goes together, it goes together. I mean, it was just really fun. And this is an envelope, just a regular paper envelope that I covered and then washi taped on for a flip. And it's got little journaling papers down in there. Another paper clip. And this, behind this tuck, is a, can you find these things on here? I love these. I think these are so fun. It's a little big, but it just, you know, the cover is enough bigger than the pages that it doesn't stick out. So it was not going to get crunched up or anything. This, I love this. I got it out of a magazine. There was a smaller one and then this larger one. I just thought it was so fun. It doesn't really go, but then again, it does because it doesn't have to match. Another little Franken tag, and then another one of Dale's digitals that I lined and then put a little tag on it. Let's see. You know, I was certain that I had a big old Franken tag. I was certain that I had a full page that you could see. This is actually a piece of Tyvek, but it says celebrate. And I don't remember, I cut it off of something. And I've been saving it. A little tea bag pouch. Sign language, the alphabet. Okay, I may have just really lied to you. I was certain that I had a full page that you could see of her. I guess not. A little library pocket and a library card. Anyway, I will link Dale's shop and you can go take a look. But, you know, you can print them smaller, like 4 to a page or 2 to a page or whatever. And you can see the whole thing. You know, like you can put it here. Or put it on a, make it a flip or something so that you could actually see the whole page. Because it's just gorgeous. But I really can't show you here. I'm so sorry. Alright, that's it. But I thought it was interesting. Made out of a placemat. And then actually cutting it and putting it inside. I thought it just gave it a little bit of, it's just a pretty kind of, it's like almost a mystery. Like what's, you know, what's back there. What's behind the veil kind of thing. Anyway, that's it. I've been staying busy, trying to organize, trying to keep crafting and keep doing things just so that I don't sit around and stare out the window and, you know, let my imagination go wild, because it's never a good thing when that happens. But I hope that y'all are staying safe, being smart, and taking care of yourself and your loved ones. And you know, we will be, one day, before you know it, we'll be looking back on all this going, wow, we really did it. We managed to get through it. So I wish you the best, and keep safe, and take care of yourself, and I'll talk to you soon.